Man, a lot of times, especially a couple years ago when Slim had a little issue with a lot of youngsters kind of critiquing him, the big critique on Houston rap game streetwise is that the OGs don't show enough love or guidance to the YGs. Is that what the kind of situation?
Well, see, Houston just so fucked up because I done seen Slim show love to so much, but he's still entitled to his own opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But the craziest thing about Houston is like we didn't, like, you go to Atlanta, the DJs got millions of followers, so if they vouching for something, it get reached.
Right.
The artists out there is so like everybody working together so much that it's like a rotation of let's fuck with this person. Like in Houston, the north side really can't even fuck with the south side. The DJs don't fuck with you unless they damn that signs you. It's just so much different shit that we don't even got no rotation. So it's just so fucked up that people be thinking that it's the OGs ain't doing this and OGs ain't doing that, but the OGs lost. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? Nigga, okay, what you want me to do? Spend a bunch of money on you? They ain't happening. Yeah. Niggas ain't doing that. So if it ain't no system that's set up for the OGs to set the money in or step up and vouch for you, cool. But these niggas don't vouch for all of us in a certain way, or a lot of niggas a certain way, but there's nothing structured here to make it. Yeah. So that's what fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean, and
can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody, and when you say everybody, Houston is a big motherfucking place.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring all that shit together, man. I say to the OGs, to the YGs, especially the ones that got a following and the buzz and really want to get your story out and connect, come to the Greenroom.
Hey,
on some shit, man. For real, though. Niggas talking about ain't no outlet, we gonna talk about it.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, man. For real. All right, so coming into, okay, boom, you meet Jeezy. You get the deal with Jeezy. Can you disclose how much you signed when you signed with Jeezy?
Well, when we did Jeezy, it was just, it was really more or less a situation where nigga walked up to me and was like, hey, bro, like if we was in the streets, I would come fuck with you. So we in the music, why would you go fuck with these white folks, you know what I'm saying, when you could fuck with me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the deal itself was just a little $50,000 up front and then a $150,000 budget, you know what I'm saying, recording budget. But to be honest, like, it wasn't even about that to me. What it was about to me was, he got these millions of fans that's already on this same genre of music. He passed the torch to me to keep speaking this genre of music. That's the only reason why I did it, and that's how I saw it. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know.
And I think it came full circle because, well, recently last year, y'all dropped the album together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that's what I expected from the beginning. Yeah. It came late, later, but late was never too late. You know what I'm saying?
Patience, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the deal, everything was a win for you.
Yes, sir. Everything was stepping stone in my way.
Man, so I seen Jeezy had an interview recently with Charlamagne. And Charlamagne brought up a question that throughout the years, one of the biggest critiques of Jeezy was that he never put any other rappers on. And that's kind of like with the OGs Houston shit.
Yes, sir.
But one of the critiques was Jeezy has never put anybody on musically.
I've tried to put people on, but everybody that was a part of my first project, they own. Drama, he might beg to differ, but that Gangsta Grills wasn't in the hood like that until Young was on that thing. Trap or Die.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I just feel like this, man. In order to put somebody on, you got to first and foremost understand that you got to believe in it. And you got to really put the effort in, because in order to really believe in something, you got to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? If you really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in it, like you believe in doing these interviews, you went and bought you a camera.
Right.
You went and rented the room. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe, like, with Jeezy coming from the street aspect of it, I believe a lot of things with him, he think of it in a street aspect. So any money that he getting out this shit, he trying to save it for a rainy day, no matter if it's millions on millions. Because he don't never know when the door's gonna come kicking in. You feel me? Like, once you get used to living a certain lifestyle, no matter how much money you get, like right now, I ain't beefing with nobody, I ain't hustling, I'm still gonna keep that pistol on me, and I'm still watching every move I make, you feel me? Yeah. Just because of where we came from. So I feel like Jeezy's biggest problem, and the reason why people say that is because in order to put a nigga on, you gotta spend some money. Yeah. And I feel like Jeezy gonna co-sign things, he gonna back certain things up, but when it comes to spending money and really And yeah, he ain't taking no losses. And I, you know, that, but I respect that. Coming from these streets, you gotta live like that, cause when you down like me, if I'm down, ain't nobody finna give me nothing. You feel me? So you gotta live like that.
Ultimately, in critique, you do feel like Jeezy's a nigga that does want to provide opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't fuck with niggas. I mean, he just do it in his way, man. Everybody do shit they way, man.
Yeah.
You can't knock no nigga. No nigga owe you nothing. So that's why no matter what he did for me was good enough, because he don't owe me nothing.
Straight up. From a trap nigga perspective, when Jeezy first reached out to you about the deal, how did that feel?
That's why I was feeling the way I did with Trey, because you gotta understand, I'm living dying by the music. I'm living this life, so we living and dying by the music. I damn feel like this man watching me. He rapping about, let him talk, let him hate, watch the link and navigate. I'm in my navigator with them bitches in the spare tire, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like I knew him before he knew me, but I'm living this shit, he rapping it, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So when the nigga reached out and was like he was with it, you know, I was all the way good, because not only do I feel like he understand where I'm coming from, I feel like he understand how many lives is connected to me. Because when you come from the streets, it's not just you. It's a lot of niggas depending on you. And it's a lot of people. So you change this nigga life, you change all these niggas' life. So when niggas start talking about vouching for niggas, or niggas start talking about putting niggas on, these niggas gonna die about that, because you done changed these niggas' life. So that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, that's some real shit too. I like that shit, man. And that's the aspect I feel like of the rap game that people don't really understand. Like, people might want to talk about the numbers, they want to talk about the hits, but ultimately, how many niggas' lives
Did you change?
Did you affect? Yeah,
man, I done changed so many niggas' lives in the street to the point where it done changed me. Like in my mind, like, I don't have to speak for myself. I don't have to, like, regardless of how many niggas hating on me or how many niggas don't like me, it's because I ain't an unlikable nigga. Like, I ain't no nigga that's just gonna be like right there with you, bullshitting with you, acting like we fuck with each other. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why niggas don't like me, but at the same time, it's like,
What's more important in this rap shit as a whole?
Man,
what's more
family,
important,
man?
Your family?
My family.
I was gonna ask you, the business wise is what's more important. People help business wise or music inspiration wise. But you say your family.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Like, my biggest influence business wise, I'm gonna say, like, musically, I'm gonna say like Slim. Like, Slim was a nigga that when I was a young nigga, I watched. I you know what I'm saying? Cause he wasn't too far from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was right there with the Soto. This nigga right there. Well, I used to go, you know, every now and then live with my grandma, because I used to go to Lil Ike and shit and shop with her. So nigga Slim them wasn't that far. They pulling up on the swingers and shit. So I felt like we could do that. You know what I'm saying? We could really be like these niggas. You know, them niggas on TV, that was here nor there. So, like, Slim when it come to that, but as far as, like, you know, getting myself all the way together and doing, like, shit a whole new level, like, even watching Jeezy and watching these niggas how they got restaurants and different shit.
So that business is more important.
You know, make a nigga feel like, yeah, man, they gotta get that business shit straight.
That rap almost come natural.
Yeah, I do rap for pure hobby. Like, when I do rap, bro, it's like, cause I feel like this is something I'm giving to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't do it for nothing else. So when people be asking me to do features and all that shit, another reason why niggas might not like me, cause it's like, if I don't have no music from you that I directly connect to, it's hard for me to rap on that shit.
The vibe is important. That vibe is important, man. You got to be able to decipher through, like, that vibe, the business, the money. But you always got to make it real. You got to make it for what motivates you.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah. So with Jeezy, what would you say is the biggest piece of advice? Matter of fact, before we get to the biggest piece of advice Jeezy ever gave you, when you signed with Jeezy, he had like a big Boston George signing event.
Yeah.
And this was, what year was this?
This
like, what, 2015?
16, 17, somewhere around there. 17, yeah. 16, 17, somewhere around there. Yeah, man. He had a big dinner. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the drinks, like, you got a Boston George drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga had this shit immaculate. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was at a nice little restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Had that shit lined up like kings. You know what I'm saying? That shit was real.
He booked out the whole restaurant.
Yes, sir. It was dope. I ain't gonna lie, it was one of the dopest events I've been to for myself.
Well, yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Jeezy. What's some advice that Jeezy would give, like that you throughout the years of dealing with Jeezy, probably the best advice he ever gave you?
Man, perception is reality. Like the nigga always used to tell me, and I never understood it. Like when he was telling it to me, like it ain't really register at the time, but like what you giving these people is what they gonna give you back. So even if you gonna speak this gangster shit or if you gonna speak it, you gotta know what to get these people out of what you living your life about. Because people so judgmental nowadays. What they want to see is gangster, or if they want to hear gangster music, they want to see a gangster 24 hours, 7 days a week. They don't want to see the nigga laugh and smile. They want to see the nigga being a motherfucking asshole, you know what I'm saying, all the time. So now going forward, when I said I was going back to the basics with Baking Soda Boss, and like everything I'm gonna give people is gonna be what I want them to see, like what I'm representing, what I'm standing for. I ain't just throwing it nothing no more.
Selling like a product.
Yes, sir.
You want them, what you want them to know you for.
Yes, sir.